Hello and welcome to my asparagus patch. Now I've already got a row or two of asparagus planted in here, but I want to expand it still further because you can never have too many of those lovely succulent spears in spring. Planting an asparagus patch is a real investment into the future. So your choice of variety is really important. You can go for a modern variety. They tend to be very high yielding, and also in the case of varieties like Mondeo, for example, all male, which means that you don't have to worry about female plants coming up, producing berries and self-seeding themselves everywhere. Or you can go for an heirloom variety like these, which are Conover's Colossal. They do produce female plants, but that's a small price to pay for the wonderful flavour. So it's your choice. Now, before I do anything, I'm going to give these a good soak. They've just arrived, and as you can see, they're a little bit dried out. They need some time just to soak up some moisture, plump themselves up a bit more. The really important thing to get right when you're planting asparagus is the soil. Now, asparagus needs really free draining soil. I'm really lucky here. I've got chalky soil, which, as you can see, is nice and crumbly, falls apart easily. Just what asparagus likes. Now, if yours is a bit heavier, and a lot of soils are clayey, claggy, that kind of thing, asparagus will struggle in that a little bit more, so you need to help it along. Dig in lots of grit before you plant, lots of organic matter to open it up and help the water to drain through, and also choose a variety that's a bit more able to cope with it, something like Guelph Millennium, which copes a bit better with heavier soils. Also, putting your asparagus in raised beds helps a great deal. What you want is a big, broad trench, about a spade's depth deep and about the same wide. Now, next job is to make a mound in the bottom of the trench to about halfway up, on which your asparagus crowns will sit. Now to get your crowns nicely soaked and drape them on each side of that ridge down in the bottom of the trench. Sit it on top of the ridge and then put the next one in 45 to 60 centimetres apart, so there's plenty of room for them to grow. Now finish off by backfilling. The crown should be about an inch or two below the surface of the soil. Now leave those alone for 2 years. That's so that they can get their roots down and get properly established before you start picking. Then your patience will be rewarded because you can be harvesting for years and years to come.